What is going on, entertainment? So I'm coming to y'all with another episode. We're doing Baddies East episode 2. Okay, so Scotty and animac are still going at it. Listen, poor Scotty. Like, this is like Scotty. You gotta really sit down with yourself and be like, is this really worth what I'm doing? Scotty lost when they squared up because it's like Scotty didn't know what to do. But let's not sit here and act like Anime, aka Animac, is like the best fighter in the world. Because I see a lot of y'all gassing her. I'm not trying to take your credit away, Miss Animac. Okay? But you're not out here, beating up people like some of the BGC girls was. So let's not do that, Animac. I'm just saying. Okay. T screaming was the funniest to me, of course. Now I can see why they wanted to fight her. Now I see why they want to fight her because she talk a lot too. So they're getting into whatever they after they separate them from the fight, and then Scotty goes back in for another round. So she goes back in, and it's like she's scared to square. She's like, "What's up? What's up?" Next thing you know, they start fighting, and I guess they start pulling each other's hair towards the end. Scotty lets out this scream that I've never heard of in my life. When I'm talking about the last time we heard that scream was when they cut Danny's eye on BGC 13.
I don't think you need
this is when it needs to do. Is this gonna
listen,
scar?
No. Listen, Danny, calm down. I know.
You see, it was one of those. Child. Fantasia got nothing on you, Scotty, because you was screaming. I said, oh my God. She must have, you know what I think happened? I think when Animat was pulling her ball, I think the ball was attached to her real, like it got probably tangled up in her real hair. So it was probably pulling her hair out of the scalp. So that's why she let out that tantalizing scream. So that way, she could let the people know that I'm really hurt. Because that scream was something else. Okay, when I see you, she did one of those. I was like, oh my God. So then Animac was very happy that she won. So she over there dancing like It the Clown. She dancing, she all happy or whatever. And looking like T-Bo off the park is T-Bo. Mama kill him. T-Bo. Because Animac, she do a little bit like it. Just a little bit. Because she got a big forehead. Just a little bit. So then Animac wasn't antagonizing Scotty, but she called Scotty a bully. Scotty's not a bully. Scotty might be a mean girl, but she's not a bully. Like, what threat does Scotty pose? Except to Janisha. No shade. I'm just saying that's the only threat that who should be posing to is to Janisha, not to anybody else. Okay. So she's antagonizing Scotty, popping her stuff. She's talking a whole lot. Scotty the whole time is like, shut up, stop talking. Why is she talking, Natalie? She keeps talking. So Scotty's just sad. She's screaming. The whole beef between them really started over some Zeus blog stuff because Animac, I'm not gonna lie, she was talking a whole lot. She was doing little slick stuff online, but I kind of liked it though because it looked as if, just from my view, the OG girls was trying to bully some of the new girls. Not bully. Let me not even use that word. They were trying to puff up their chest at the newer girls to try to make sure that the newer girls kind of knew their spot and to not, talk on them or anything like that. So that's why I think Animac saw that and she was like, nah, like, y'all not gonna do that. I'ma, talk my stuff. I think that's what Animac was doing online, but she was really messy online. I remember that verbatim. So then Animac at one point was like, she's not fighting all these old hoes or whatever. Marlon said, old. She wasn't even talking to you at that point. You see when the shoe fits, whew, you was wearing that shoe tight, Mariah, because she was like, oh, why are we talking about ages though? Like, really? we gotta talk about ages. Like, come on, we all over 18. Like, really? Like, Mariah felt so offended. I said, "That's how you know you old, Mariah. No shade. Like, she wasn't even talking to you, girl. Like, relax, okay." So then Natalie grabs Scotty and says something in her ear, and she probably was like, "We're gonna get to the bag. Guess what? Lemmy is all yours, bitch. You know that. You know it's yours, bitch. You're gonna always be on the show. Shut up. Why are you trying to fight her? She just whooped your ass. I'm not letting the season go by without me getting to the bag. That's the destination, bitch." Like, she whispered in her ear long. I'm like, what are you telling Scotty in her ear like that? I wanted to know. I'm mad the mics didn't really pick that up. I never seen Scotty so mad, child. Like, Scotty was hot piping. Like, fumes was coming out of Scotty's ears. Like, it was crazy. Okay. So then they start to fight again, this time near the tables. And once again, Scotty, it's like she was hesitant to square up. So it's like, you either gonna hit her or you not. She was like, it wasn't even a bobbing and a weaving. It was kind of like, oh, should I do it? Should I do it? It was like that. They end up falling over the tables, and next thing you know, it ends up looking like Animac was on the bottom, and she kind of has Scotty by the hair. And apparently, Animac has asthma, so the girl couldn't even breathe. She out here. So she couldn't breathe for nothing. And I'm like, you do all this yelling and talking all that stuff, and you got asthma, and I don't see no asthma pump nowhere near. So in between time, she over here, she trying to pump or whatever. And then she's mad at Natalie because she's like, y'all trying to get her to fight me for 5 rounds? On my mother, you trying to get me fight for 5 rounds? No, nigga, that she got me up, and I'm gonna beat her every time. How you get beat up with somebody that's 100 pounds, nigga? I got you, Scotty. I got you, and I got you, Scotty. Scotty's like, shut up. And I'm like, I got you though. I'm 100 pounds. I'm 100 pounds. So they end up having Animat walk out the door. She had no security with her. I was like, if I lived in that city, I would have got all the footage from the outside. No shade. Because it looked like she was walking down the street like she just finished filming the scene of Black Ink Crew. Because y'all remember Black Ink Crew, it looked like real reality TV back in the days. Like, there used to be no security around, no nothing. Like, they used to get in a fight at a restaurant, and they just walked about the restaurant and go about their business. So it looked like a scene out of there, which I like because it makes it more authentic, right? So then the girls finally get to sit down and reminisce a little bit about the fight. So Vicky's talking about the fight, and then T's talking about the fight as well. I'm telling you, I see why they're gonna be on T ass because she talk a lot, okay? Because she's just like, I'm not gonna lie, like, wait. Scotty, she was in a really like, but you know, that girl anime, she talk a lot. Like she keeps keep talking. I'm like, okay, now it makes a little bit more sense. That's why they're gonna get on her. But I still like her though. I don't care. I still like her. So then Scotty comes back to the table with a hat. You see what that bob does to you, Scotty? You see why I didn't like the bob. Your name not B.O.B., so they never gonna call you Bob. You shouldn't have had that bob on your head. Natalie is very sneaky though. She's trying to get Vicky low key to get into the mix. She's trying to get her to talk a little bit of mess on Animac. So she's like, wait, what'd you say about Animac? You said that like she's a bully. She talks a lot. Yeah. So she, Natalie, she's on her produce. She got her producer's hat on. Okay. She let Scotty borrow it because of her mom. Right. So then Scotty's just coming back. She's mad or whatever. And she's just like, whatever. Like at the end of the day, I'm an athlete. I'm gonna always try to get her back because that's the athlete in me. You must have always been kept on the bench because that's the type of athlete that we saw that episode. Is the bench athlete, okay? The one who never gets to play the game, okay? The water boy, the towel boy. Sorry, Scotty. Try again. decides, hey, I need to introduce another baddie who needs to get some stuff off her chest. The next girl we're gonna be seeing is Smiley. Okay, so Smiley, as y'all know, does not get along with Mariah Lynn because she bought Mariah Lynn's sister at the auditions, and she also snatched her chain in Miami. So what happened in Miami is basically Natalie threw her white. It was a white lash event. Y'all know Natalie loves to throw lash events. Like she scrapes the pubic hairs off her hoo-ha and she make a whole bunch of lashes. And then she's like, oh, I'm selling lashes. I want an event. So she threw the event. And then at that event, Smiley and Mariah ran into each other and she snatched the chain. Now, Smiley gave me the chain. That's why y'all see it in the intro. So, Mariah, you're never going to get it back. No shade. So, she took Mariah's chain, and that's how that whole thing started with the whole pendant and the chain and everything like that, right? So, then Smiley walks in already. And here's the thing, Mariah. You had that Hansel and Gretel wig on, and that you thought that you were safe from getting it snatched, and you had that Hansel and Gretel wig on, and Natalie over there sitting, looking like the grandma with the chin. Look at her, and look at Scotty with the bob, and you thought that your wig was safe. I couldn't stand hearing you complain about that wig's Mariah sitting over there looking like Hansel and Gretel. Okay. Next thing, Smiley walks in with her big self. She boop, 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 boop. So she ends up snatching up Scotty. Not Scotty. She ends up snatching up Mariah. So she beat. She beat. Wig comes off. Mariah's like, oh my God. That's my third wig you took. Give me my wigs back. Give me my wigs back. I need my wigs back. And I'm like, that's your fault though. Why every time you see or you be around her, you got a wig on? You need to stop wearing them wigs around her because she's gonna snatch your wigs every time. The Hansel and Gretel wigs are not glued. You didn't know this? That's all your fault, Mariah. I have no sympathy for you. Okay, you shouldn't have had the Hansel and Gretel wig. You thought that little bandana could save it. That didn't save Hansel or Gretel from getting robbed by the witch. Okay, so then she came in, she started immediately fighting Mariah, and then not gonna lie, Smiley is a lot prettier than I thought, especially in her confessionals. She like a little girl. I said, okay, Smiley's giving with the looks. I gotta give it to her in the confessional, not in the scene, because apparently she just came there to get at him with an all black jacket on. Okay, they go for a second round, and Mariah ends up flying back into the seats. Smiley won, but Mariah still got out there. That's why I'm always respect Mariah Lynn because she's so small, but she's such a fighter. She's so feisty. Like, she doesn't let people intimidate her by size. That's why Mariah Lynn's gonna always get my respect. She just needs to start wearing them Hansel and Gretel wigs. But she's gonna always get my respect because she's never scary. Okay, and we all know that from Love Hip Hop. If you was a true OG Love Hip Hop watcher like I was, okay. So then, apparently Mariah's chimichanga titties was out. So when she flew back into the wall, she ends up, I guess her bustier just boop. So she's like, security, no, y'all need to not let the camera get my boobs. No, y'all can't get the camera get my boobs. Security's on. No, hold on. That's your boobs on there. Oh, I feel an A cup. Oh, I feel a B cup. Oh. So security just trying to shield the boobage from getting sewn. So you know, Mr. Guardian, he trying to secure it. He's like, no, turn that way. I'm like, Mariah, you got the scratches on your face. The boobs is the least of your worries. Zeus gonna blur it out. They not gonna just let us see it if you don't want it to be seen. But then again, they don't blur it out on cabaret. So yeah, you might have had a point there, Mariah. No shade. So good for you for knowing. But it'd be better you showing your boobs than the scratches on your face because they just titties, girl. Like, everybody see titties. Okay, so we get this edit basically of Mariah being this fan. I already see how they're going to try to make it seem like she's just this random girl that just walked upon and ran into Natalie and was able to get on the show. She was at least at the auditions, which Zeus, y'all claim that's how y'all cast people anyways. So don't try to make it seem like this girl is just some bum off the street that y'all found a day before filming. Like, she came to auditions like the rest of y'all. She's actually a little bit known online through the academics and all that drama. So she's technically, to everybody else, she's kind of a nobody, but like, she's not a nobody. Like, y'all didn't find her off the street, so stop. Like, I hate how they're trying to do that already. But with that Natalie Nunn tattoo that you got, that's very weird. It's getting weird. Like, why did you think that was okay to do? Even Scotty doesn't have a Natalie tattoo. She should be the only one that should have one. Scotty and Sarah. So they need to get one before you do. That's what messes everybody's minds up when it comes to that tattoo. Okay? So then Mariah and Smiley continue to argue. Mariah's like, you look like a bar. You so big. Humpty Dumpty fell on a wall. Humpty Dumpty, you gonna fall. Humpty Dumpty, give me back my wig. So Mariah just wants her wig back. So now she got all of your possessions, girl. You let that bitch strip you. She took your pendant, she took your chain, she took your wigs. Yeah. That's the sad story to Hansel and Gretel. Oh my God. Is Scotty Bob still messed up? Look at her. Okay. I'm just saying. I do feel like Mariah's a little bit elitist because she feels like if you're not on her level, she shouldn't be able to be talking to you, which is kind of like, Mariah, you say you was a superstar. You're a star. The super, I'm going to take out of it, okay? We're just going to take the super out of it. You're a star, okay? I will say that. Mariah's a star. But a superstar, there's a lot of categories. So they start to go back and forth basically, and Smiley's just basically like, you doing all that talking, but you're not gonna run up, nigga, run up. So it's basically the battle of the black scents. Okay, who could have the better black scent? We got Smiley on one corner, and we got Mariah Lynn on the other. I'm gonna have to give it to Smiley. Okay, Smiley got the Miami black scent. That's gonna always be top tier over the other black scents. Okay. I do feel like their beef though is super petty, and it comes a lot with just how dealing with the show is how it's making us. Had it not been for auditions, they probably would have never been beefing. Had it not been for Natalie's lash events, they probably wouldn't have been beefing as well. Okay, Mariah's face though, you was more scratched up than a lotto scratch off for the the 8 ball. I was like, damn, it was a scratch here, was a scratch there, was a scratch on her neck. It looked like you got mauled by a bear. I said, damn, Mariah. Like, Smiley, let me find out you wasn't swinging like that. You was just clawing like this. You was swinging like this. Because that's not right. You're supposed to swing like this. Why you clawing her like she was a damn bear? But it is Hansel and Gretel. So it's not too far off. So then they end up going for one last round. Smiley ends up getting her face scratched. So she's surprised at it too. She's like, my face is scratched. Like, that's crazy. Like, how you gonna scratch my face like that? Like, I'm the only one supposed to scratch you. That's how the show go. Like, what? And I'm like, you scratch her face. It's only right she returned the favor. Because I would have had you looking like a lottery ticket too. You scratching. So then after going out for the last round, we get to this promo shoot. This is nothing but a setup for Natalie and Camilla to meet up and fight. Promo shoot. Okay, we're gonna call it that. They end up meeting, and then we end up finally seeing Camilla. Shout out to Camilla, okay? This is a BGC original, okay? This not original, but replacement, but this is a BGC vet, okay? Anybody who loves BGC knows Camilla, okay? They know Auntie Glee, and they know her mom, okay? Your face look like the bottom of my shoe, bitch, okay? So Camilla meets up with Rolly, Sky, and we see Saya. So Camilla asks something very weird. She asks Saya if she's gonna be walking around with a strap in her pants. Now, I never met a stud who does that. Y'all know studs who do that because that's a little bit too much. They attach the strap to their pants and they put it in there as if it's a real D, and they just walk around without expecting play and expecting Big Debbie cakes. Now that's a little bit crazy. I ain't gonna lie to you. I was like, who does that? Like that threw me off. So Rolly is a huge Camilla fan, and I'm like, thank you, Rolly, for not being a hater, because I would have assumed just Rolly hated Camilla because she's so cool with Natalie now. But she said she's a huge BGC fan and she loves Camilla. And Camilla explained between her and Natalie and says it goes back to the BGC 13 days. And Rolly says, "Oh, when Red bit you, Rolly, come here. Come here. Come here. We're not gonna speak on Queen Red like this. I love Queen. I love Red. She's from Florida. I love Red. She's funny to me. Red is to me one of the funniest bad girls. So that's all we're gonna do. I would have loved to see Red on BG's on Baddies because I don't think Rolly could handle her. Because one, Red's not scary, and two, Red's funny as hell. Rolly wouldn't have been able to handle Red's mouth. Like that's a fever dream of mine is having those two be on the same Baddie season, but we're never gonna get that because Red has went on numerous videos and says that she will never do Baddies. Okay, so if y'all don't know BGC 13, when basically Natalie got hit with that phone across her head with Rocky, she I guess was saying a whole lot of stuff before that about Camilla, and I guess Camilla used to be one of the girls in the South Central allegedly selling that good cat for a little bit of cash. Which who cares now? The girls all do it all over now. That's TV. So it's kind of like, it's nothing. Right? But back in the day, it was kind of like, okay, it was a shock when people found out about that. It wasn't aired on TV, but that's what the behind the scenes tea, everybody knows about that or whatever, right? Everybody has a past. So it's nothing like, oh my God, like she's a horrible person. Okay? So that's what is really the background of their beef for the people that did not know. Okay? So Natalie ends up coming in. And also, apparently, Natalie claims that Camila brought up her daughter. I don't think so. I never seen that before, that she said anything about Journey. I think that's pure cap. I think that's how Natalie is trying to twist it to make Camila look like some evil person. Like, no. Why would she do that? And she has her own daughter. And not even that. The person who Camila has a daughter by, like, was a married man. So it's kind of like, if anybody could talk about kids, it really could be Natalie to Camila. So why would she do that to her first? I think that's pure cap. Okay. So the moment Natalie walks in, she hugs Scott. She's like, hi. She's like, she ends up throwing like a glass, I don't know, alcohol juice or something. Natalie probably had mouthwash in that shit. And spit it in a cup, and she threw it in Camila. Next thing you know, she throws she misses the punch low key, but she ends up pushing Camila back. Because Natalie, even though she lost weight, she still has, I think, some weight on Camila. So Camila ends up getting pushed back into the seat. Camila ends up getting up though. They start going back and forth a little bit at it. It's all about the angles. I can guarantee you, Natalie sat down with the Zeus production team and was like, listen, we're going to edit this like I did my big one. Me and Camila have been waiting to fight for years, so y'all not going to have me here looking like I got my ass whooped. I'm not saying Natalie got her butt whooped any of those rounds, but I don't think it looked as great as it did from other angles in Natalie's favor. That's all I'm going to say. No shade to Natalie. I'm going to always give Natalie her props. But let's not act like she was just knocking Camila out left and right and Camila left with a black eye. She did land a couple of punches, but some of them she missed. Let's be fair now. Okay? They end up fighting like one round, the one where she threw the drink. And then the second round, she ends up fighting her again, like near these stairs. But then had Natalie landed this one punch, I think she would have knocked Camila out. Because Natalie punches with strength. I will give her that. She punches with a lot of strength, but she was missing them. So Camila's hair was all over the place. So she ends up missing a couple of them, but she landed a couple of them too. I think Camila hasn't fought in forever because I don't think girls in real life try her like that because they know her, how she gets. So it was a little bit disappointing to see her not really whoop Natalie. I'm not going to lie to you, okay? We're going to have to call Auntie Glee. Okay, Auntie Glee going to have to come to the reunion. Bring Auntie Glee with you and her shoe. And your mom. We're going to have to bring both. That's what I think. Okay. So they end up going back and forth. They start arguing. They start going arguing back and forth. Next thing you know, this is what makes Natalie funny. She's like, yeah, Long Beach. Yeah, Long Beach. How long is that beach, huh? Yeah, you crippin' on Long Beach, nigga. You crippin' on Long Beach, bitch. So they end up getting face to face again. And she's like, yeah, Long Beach, bitch. Yeah, where's Blueface now, bitch? Yeah, you crip, nigga. She ends up doing that in front of Camilla. So Camilla's like, yeah, I'm Long Beach all day. I'm Long Beach all day. Now you better watch out talk about people hood like that. And when you get popped in your mouth and then you will shut them up. Talk about people hood like that. I'm telling you, them LA people do not play. That's what I know. I have some people, I know people that live down there, not just from the Not TV world. I know this before that. They do not play with certain cities. Like that, them wads and all, like they will kill you if you like. I'm telling you, it's not a joke. So Natalie, be real careful. I'm just saying, you be around a lot. Okay. So Natalie tells Camilla, let's sit down now. Let's sit down. Let's have a sit down now. Let's have a sit down now. So then Camilla's like, no, we're not gonna do that. I want to fight. I want another round. Bring it out again. Bring it out again. So they ended up sitting down. They ended up talking it out. Natalie's just like, I do this for my family, okay? You got a daughter, I got a daughter too. I do it for my family, and you be talking all that stuff on the internet, okay? The fans, they try to put us against each other and stuff like that, but like, we could be grown women and we could talk this out. We could be cool. You want to do that? We could be cool, because I'm like that. You're not a scary bitch. I'm not a scary bitch too. Yeah. Camilla ends up blaming us fans, saying we put them against each other and we messy. Listen here. Might have been a little bit messy here and there, but a lot of your issues came from you guys coming against each other. So let's not do that, okay? Camilla used to call Natalie all types of fat roly-polies, Pillsbury Doggerel, okay? And Natalie used to call Camilla all types of home wreckers, and she slept with a married man and had a baby with it. So, like, stop. We didn't tell y'all to do none of that. Y'all be quick to blame blogs and commentators and stuff for y'all beefs that y'all said about each other. We just give our opinion and we messy. How that work? So don't do that, Camila. Okay, I like you, Camila, but let's not act like y'all didn't have your own riffs and we just broadcast it. Okay, they end up making up and they end up being cool. I really think it's because although I think Natalie, I don't think likes Camilla the most. I feel like she didn't want to keep fighting her all season. I feel like she would have got tired of it because I think Camilla, after getting her those couple of rounds, I think Camilla would have got her little strength back, and Camilla would have, tapped back into BGC 8, BGC 13 days, and she would have been kicking for her life, and Natalie would have been somewhere slipping over in California. Okay, on the east at least. Okay, I'm just saying. Let me know what you guys think about this recap. This episode was really good. It was a waste of an episode, not like because it was just like straight fights, low key, but it was entertaining. That's what I like about it. Okay, leave your comments down below, and we're out, baby.
No personal thing.